So, Tolly, what bubble are we popping today?
I don't know, Carla. Let's find out.
Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm Tolly.
I'm Carla, and this is another episode of
Popping the
Bubble.
bubble. How are
Happy
you
New
doing?
Year!
All right. Happy New Year's, y'all. It's 2021. We made it. We alive. Go crazy.
Somehow. We made it through somehow.
How are you doing this fine evening, Carla?
Well, as we just discussed, I'm having a rough day, but I'm great. We are back at school. I don't know. I'm excited, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How are you, Tolly?
I'm doing great. You know, this isolation period, just been sleeping. I've been trying to finish my books. I just had a wonderful meal. I mean, life is good on this side. I'm just chilling. But yeah, I
Good
missed
for
it.
you. Good for you. I missed you. We're finally back. I can see your face again in
I
person.
miss recording. Like, it's like my happiness. I miss doing this.
Well, we're back, and we have some really exciting stuff planned for the start of this year.
Yeah, it's only going up. Just up. Oh, guys. I have to say, Carla got me this Christmas present, and she got me this Popping the Bubble sweater, and I'm in love. Like, I'm not wearing it right now, but pictures coming soon because they're beautiful. Just props. Just props to you, Carla.
Thank you. We have matching Popping the Bubble sweatshirts. There are a couple t-shirts out there, limited edition. My family currently have them, but we were thinking of possibly putting out some merch. So
When the merch drops.
let us know what you guys think. Like, if you would actually be interested in that type of stuff, we would be happy.
Who are
to
like
do it.
20 people who constantly listen to this. Just let us know. Let us know.
Our 20 loyal followers. We appreciate you.
But yeah, on today's episode, it's only right that we start the new year with a bang. We have a special guest. You know us and these special guests. We just keep bringing them up, but this one is very special. Her name is Kasamba, and we've known her since our freshman year of high school. She's currently a freshman in college now. She left us. She dipped. She said goodbye. But she's all things wonderful person, lover of music. She's like my favorite person to watch TV shows with. Name a show, me and Kasamba have binge watched it. No,
it's true.
It's true.
I have been there for the FaceTime calls, and I can say that they get very, very passionate.
Yeah, we're very passionate about our shows, but I'm really excited to introduce Kasamba. Kasamba, how you doing?
Hey. What's up, y'all? First off, let me just say, yes, I'm in college. No, it is not fun. Starting college during Corona is ghetto. Very, very ghetto. But I miss you guys so much. Sometimes I don't miss St. George's, I'm not gonna lie, but I do miss the people there, all my kids. It was fun, But yeah. What's up?
Tell us about yourself. Tell the
my name is Kasamba.
Where you from?
I'm getting to it. I'm from Atlanta. I go to College of the Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm a freshman, or as we like to call it, their first year. I'm about to be 19 in February.
Okay,
Aquarius.
she grown.
I don't want to be grown up. Let me tell you something about growing older. The minute you turn 18 is when your real problems start. Why have I had to pay my own phone bill like 3 times? No, it's dumb.
Not the phone bill.
Wait, they haven't started already?
No, it's just I feel like
it's not it for you.
Have to. I can't even legally drink. Why am I paying my own phone bill? Please explain that to me.
Bring it up.
I'm just saying, adulting is ugly. My 19th birthday, I'm excited to say I'll be on campus. So I'm gonna
Why did I think she was talking about our campus?
No.
I was like,
yeah. Here's the thing, because I was like, wait, I low-key want to come to Prize Day. First of all, I don't even know if y'all are having Prize Day. Second of all, I'm gonna be in Colorado, so I'll be there in spirit. I'll come for y'all's though.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, you
That's all
better.
that matters.
Take your seat. But as y'all know, before we left, we did our first pop culture episode. And this will be our second, and as of right now, our last pop culture episode, because me and Carla just got ideas running and we just got to get with the program. But today we have some special topics. So, Carla, let's introduce the first one.
Okay, so first we're going to be talking about something that is very pop culture
Near and dear.
Near and dear to my heart, and I know to Kasamba's heart, because we are avid consumers of this app. You can find a whole bunch of stuff on there. We love it. We love it there. And so,
honestly, if you're not an avid consumer of this app by this time, you're lying to yourself.
I'm not lying to myself.
Oh, Tali, you're lying to yourself.
Miss Tali. Okay, you know what? The app is TikTok. I love TikTok. I love it on there. And Miss Tali over here seems to not have a TikTok, and it's really getting on my nerves.
And mine, because the thing about TikTok is people are like, oh, well, you can see the real. What you see on Reels is literally an eighth of everything that's on TikTok. You have the people transforming buses into homes, and people doing this for their wedding, and babies and dogs and comedy and relationships. Like, you have everything. It's literally all of the social media apps on one app. Like, you're just kidding yourself if you're saying you're not enjoying that. Like, if you don't have a TikTok by now, you're missing out on life. Period.
I went. Y'all remember when Musical.ly was a thing?
Okay, but this is so different.
This is not Musical.ly.
I went through my Musical.ly phase, you know, so I don't.
But you don't have to. That's the thing. Like, you don't. That's the thing. The difference between there's the same app, like Musical.ly transformed into TikTok. But here's the thing: Musical.ly, yeah, you can see the content, but what were you seeing besides Ariel and that other little girl going like robots? The thing about TikTok is it's everything. Like, it's not just, yeah, you got all those people, but I don't never see Charlie and none of them little white people. I don't see none of them on my For You page. You know, my For You page is diverse and creative. Facts. And yours could be too if you got the app.
Facts. It is catered to you. My For You page is my For Me page. Like, it is catered to my personality, to my interests, everything.
The way sometimes TikTok be reading me,
right?
I'd be like, all right, this is too accurate. The algorithm has been reading into my life. Like, it's just, you're missing out. And that's just on period.
Okay. If this episode gets 150 listeners, I'll download TikTok. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Putting it out there.
Speaking of, have to do a lot of promo. Subscribe to my YouTube. My first video will be coming soon. I feel like I'll be doing a little move-in vlog. So go ahead, look me up, Kasamba Amiri. And yeah. But anywho, let's talk about the bad side of TikTok. The black sense.
Okay, so last episode, our last pop culture episode, we talked about cultural appropriation. Did we talk about cultural appropriation?
Really, but
I mean, okay, so we know that cultural appropriation is a thing. And it's a thing that happens a lot on TikTok. Especially with the black scent and the way that people talk. It's
just, the thing about it is we all know, and I know this is a everybody friendly podcast, but I'm not everybody friendly. I never have been. If you've met me, you know this. But white people always want to be black. Everybody wants to be black. It's just like, you have every single different culture you can see one way or another. There's somebody in that culture replicating black people or who they think that black people are. And the thing is, people don't understand that black people are so diverse. You can never pinpoint who we are as a people. You just can't. Like, it's way too, like, you had in the like, for example, when it comes to people wearing wigs, and you have some little ignorant white girl talking about, oh, how come I can't say the N-word, but you can wear my hair? Sweetie, black people come in all different shapes, sizes, textures, everything. You think there's not some black person running around here with blue eyes and blonde hair?
Right.
And even then, the wigs ain't your hair. It's somebody in Malaysia. So what's the problem? So, like, that's why I'm saying, like, this whole thing with the black sense and the hot Cheeto girl and talking ghetto, it's like, you think that that's what black people are, and you're just further showing your ignorance and how much you don't understand and never will understand black culture. And it's honestly, it's sad. I'm happy to be black every day. You know, we go through so much as a people, but not once have we not come out on top, happy and jovial, and just living life as Black people should. So yeah. What do you guys think?
Or even like, well, I'm not on TikTok, but I knew of like the Charlie D'Amelio. Am I saying her name right?
D'Amelio, girl.
D'Amelio.
Irrelevant.
Who did that Renegade? Like, you remember Renegade?
Yeah,
we do.
Props to the girl. Her name is Jalea Harmon.
Mm-hmm.
And they never gave her props. And Charlie D'Amelio is still making money out of this Renegade thing. She got her own show. She's making millions. Like,
honestly, that whole family is outrageous. You know what? Another thing that kind of irks me about TikTok is there are so many Black creatives on there that are not getting the clout they deserve. And sis is over here doing 2-3 dance moves that she came up with while looking like somebody's washing clothes. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, there's so many people, so many Black people, not even just Black people of color on TikTok in general, who are just out here, like, the dancers, they're funny, they're just talented. And you have all these talentless white people soaking up all of the creator fund or whatever you want to call it.
It's the type of brand. It's like the type of, I don't know. I just feel like I'm so used to it by now. Like, you see like that type of like white person or that white family just in the front, stealing all the dance moves from the really creative people who are out here putting like all their efforts into it and then like not getting anything in return.
Another thing that really bothers me about TikTok is like all these trends. I know we talked about this a little earlier, but there's this one trend where it's like acting ghetto in front of my girlfriend or acting ghetto in front of my boyfriend, and then they'll use the black accent, and then they're like, it pisses me off so much because it's like you're offending somebody else's culture when you don't even know the history behind all that.
Heavy on the history, and you know what? That's something that in turn, like sometimes thank God I don't see this on my For You page, but sometimes I'm in a group chat with a lot of other people from my grade that go to my school, and we send TikToks, and like sometimes we get TikToks of ignorant people, or they send TikToks of ignorant people, and it'll be like somebody talking about the N-word or this and that. It's just like I was segue, but not really. I was watching Girlfriends the other day. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. Go watch it. It's mad good. It's hilarious. I love it. And one of the girlfriends, her name's Lynn. She's adopted, and she has a sister. Her name's Tanya. And Tanya she wears braids, and she does all these different things that she thinks that's what being Black is. She further explains it, but that's not the point. And then when they're in the beauty salon, she says the N-word. And she's like, and all the Black people in the shop looked at her like, are you crazy? And she was like, what? And when they got outside, Lynn said something that's so important. She said, when you say it, it doesn't mean anything, but when you say it, only one of us gets hurt. And obviously it's the Black person. So that's the same thing that goes on with TikTok. It's just like, or like when you have somebody not giving dance creds or video creds or stuff like that to Black people, and their video has 20,000 likes, and then the white person has 1 million. It's just wild. It's wild, to be honest.
You're taking, I mean, it's wild, but it's also like, it's really unfortunate because these people work hard. Like, I'm like looking at the Renegade dance and I'm like, you know how much creativity got to go into a dance like that? Like, even like those few simple moves, like she had to be in her room thinking of the dance, thinking of the steps, the beats and all that stuff. And then you just steal it and give no credit. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe she has been like, oh, this wasn't my dance. But I don't think Charlie has ever been like front forward and said, this wasn't my dance. I don't think she's ever done that. And even like, you knowing it's not your dance, at least give the person their credit. Because if you're going to take someone's dance, you need to be upfront and be like, I didn't do this. This was her. Give her props. I just recreated it. That's different.
She didn't do it at first until she got called out on it.
But and that's another thing. That's another thing. Everybody want to apologize after they get caught.
After the fact. It's like, first of all, don't apologize, because if you ain't get caught, you wouldn't have done nothing.
That's true.
Another thing about TikTok that irks me is all these people getting shadow banned and for speaking the truth, because we know that TikTok is a platform and people use their platforms differently. Some people want to be comedic, some people want to dance, some people want to do that. Other people want to share facts and let people know what's going on in the real world, which I think is great. Like, I've learned so much on TikTok. But then you want to have people who literally TikTok themselves, they're shadow banning these people and they're not letting these people put their content out, and their videos go up for review for breaking community guidelines all the time.
Oh Lord, let's talk about community guidelines. You know what? Sidestepping from Black people, just community guidelines in general. First of all, Now, I'm not one to police bodies or say this and that of the fourth. You're a girl, do what you want to do. But the fact that they have some girls on there that are about 15 showing their butts in the camera, and then they shadow ban a Black person for speaking out about BLM, it don't add up at all. Like, those community guidelines, first of all,
Did they shadow
community
ban
guidelines,
Lizzo?
nobody follows them because the most popular videos, one thing or another, one of them is breaking the little guidelines. Why does Lil Huddy, or whatever his name is, why does he still have a platform? His whole page is breaking community guidelines. Like, it don't, yeah.
Who's Lil Huddy? I need a.
Irrelevant. Another white boy who said the N-word. What's new?
Another
Did
one.
they shadow ban Lizzo?
I
Also?
think so, because she had even then I think she shadow banned her because she had a bikini on or something like that, and with another girl that I follow, not even that big, they shadow banned her because she had she pulled up her sweatshirt and she had a little pudge. Like, what? Yeah. While TikTok has all of its great things, it has many faults, but I mean, it's any app that has that. We live in a white unfair world. That's
white
just
dominated.
White privilege, dominant.
Oh, I
The
wasn't
thing
going
is, the thing is, though, you have to get on the right side of TikTok. I'm on the right side of TikTok. I know Kasama's on the
right side of TikTok. Let me know.
You find
the
your
right side of TikTok is when you can scroll about 30 videos and not see one of
Right.
the videos, Noah's, none of that mess.
It's like Black Twitter. You find your way to Black
Basically.
Twitter.
I
You
love
find your way to Black Twitter.
Matter of fact, once you download the app, I'll send you my favorite Black creators. Arrington, Kaya.
Oh my God.
First album, top tier.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we got to get this to 150, but
It's gonna. We're gonna. I'm gonna download it on. I'm gonna steal your phone and I'm gonna download it and then I'm gonna. It's gonna. Don't worry.
I always listen
We'll
to
get
the
you.
podcast every Sunday.
We'll get you.
All right.
All right. I think TikTok. All right. Now that TikTok has consumed us, let's move on to the music industry.
The music industry. Let me tell y'all how I wanted Kasamba to be in this episode specifically. If there's anyone I trust more to let you know about music and any sorts of entertainment, it's Kasamba. She has this Instagram. It's Kasamba Speaks or Samba Speaks.
I had one, but you know what? I wasn't giving it the full heart.
No, we need you to go back to it. Like
I deleted it.
She did like reviews of albums, and Kasamba just knows. Like, I just needed someone who knows music, because in this podcast we bring people who know what they're talking about, and that's what we're doing, because Kasamba is just there. She knows her entertainment, she knows her stuff, and it's just perfect. Like, I'm just
and that's on purr.
And that's on purr.
See, that's another thing. Hold up, time out before we get into it. The TikTok thing, taking African American vernacular language, or what's it called? African American vernacular English. AKA Ebonics. See, half the people who even using it don't even know that it's called Ebonics. Stuff like purr.
Or Chile.
Chile. First of all, it's child. You don't even know what you're saying. But anyways, back to music.
Hey.
Chile, please.
Chile, please.
Oh, please. I can't.
Anyways, child. Yeah, but speaking of the music industry, just like TikTok, it has its good and its bad, but what we want to
say one thing, that TikTok is an economy booster. Okay, the teeth whitening. Okay, the music that nobody was ever gonna hear unless it was on that app. You know, there's so much stuff on that app. That app is literally the economy personified.
That's true. That's true. TikTok is pops. That's true.
But the music industry.
The music industry. Okay, so I've said this before on the podcast. I think when we were talking, it was the Breonna Taylor episode. I've said this before, and it's a quote: "The most disrespected woman in America is the black woman." So
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about how black women are constantly disrespected in the music industry.
Let's talk about how they always talking about, oh, Megan, you talking about sex. Oh, Megan this. But Future can talk about how he's, let me try this, banging 3 different women on the same hour. What? We're tired of hearing it. Future, Young Thug, all of y'all. I'm tired of hearing it too. I'm tired of hearing y'all rapping about guns, money, and bitches. Girls.
You said what you said. It's okay.
Like, but the thing is that kills me, you know what it is? They're jealous. Because Meg got the flow that half of them can never touch. Yes, she be talking about the same stuff, and I am getting a little tired. But her flow and just her person, like just who she is, like she's just good. She's just good vibes. And a lot of these male rappers can't touch that because they're not. You got Lil Baby. He in Black Twitter news every other week for cheating. Okay. 50 Cent done said something rude. The way he was coming from Notori was rude. Okay. You
Just
got all
50 Cent needs to like get off of Instagram is what he needs to do.
No, truly. Like, it's just they're jealous because she's so loved. Like, it's jealousy, which is a lot of what the beef between black men and women is rooted in, is jealousy. But that's a topic for a whole.
That's for another episode. I will call you.
That's ready. A whole other topic.
Thanks. We got you on deck.
But yeah, I don't know. I just like, I really just, especially like going to the Meg thing, like the whole Meg and Tory thing that happened, and I've been wanting to talk about this forever, but we just had to do it with the program. But the whole Meg and Tory thing, some of the things I saw when people were defending Tory, I was like, what are y'all doing? First of all, she got shot. Drunk or not, she was shot. And everyone was like, oh, you know, like Meg deserved it. What did she do? Like she probably did something. What? If that was Kylie Jenner, Tory would have been in jail in 0.2 seconds. And I said what I said, and I mean it.
Period. And that's the thing about Black women. It's like we are probably some of the most fierce protectors and the least protected. Like, how does the fact that she had to post a picture of her nasty, bloody, toe up foot and then for the hospital to violate HIPAA to prove the fact that she was shot. It's a shame. There should be no questioning, no ifs, ands, or buts. Shawty was shot.
He was shot, period. There's no when, how, why, what did you do? She was shot, period. And everybody...
My thing is, like, the fact that people sat there and rational, like, okay, I can be... I can't be because I'm not 21. But I can be, you know, doing something I'm not supposed to do. I'm supposed to get shot?
Right. I'm confused. And
men
those
people fragile in general. You know, when girls say, "Oh no, I don't like you," like, or I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was a black guy talking about how women are deceitful and how we shouldn't be friends with guys. We know we don't owe you nothing. And the fact that same mindset, that same women owe you something, that same, oh, I bought her a drink, she should sleep with me, that same mentality is the same reason people were sitting here asking why, how,
what she did, like what
she did. I don't know. Add on her skin color. It's just
like it just was so like, I want to say surprising, but like I was just shocked.
Wasn't surprised.
No, I wasn't surprised. I was just shocked. Like, someone told you they got shot, and your first immediate reaction was to be like, what did you do? Like, who does that? Who does that? Who does that, period? Like, whether it was Meg or anybody else, I'm telling you for that. If it was Kylie who got shot, whether it was her little pinky finger, her little, like a gray, Tory would have been in jail. No questions asked. No trial. He would have just been sent to jail.
Yep. And also, her first instinct, even after, like, right after she got shot, too, was to protect him.
That's why, once again, I'll say it one more time for the camera, for the microphone.
Say it loud and clear.
Fiercest protectors and the least protected. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind.
She did not, I'm telling y'all, she did not want to, she wasn't saying anything. She didn't do anything. And y'all still came for her. And then what made me even more upset is after, because she was releasing music and she was getting her songs out, and when she was getting all her awards and her recognitions, people wanted to be like, oh, she's only getting that because she was shot. First of all, we're not going to play with the Black woman in the industry. We're not going to do that because she works very hard for where she is. Every single Black woman in that music industry works very hard for where she is. And y'all not about to sit here and say that because she got shot, it was a publicity thing. Mm-hmm. No, Megan is good, point blank, period.
They did that also. I know we're still talking about Meg and Tory, but side note, they did the same thing for Miss Universe, Miss America, and there was another one. Oh, it's because they're Black. Oh, da-da-da. No, they're winning. The fact that they're Black is not a bonus, but they're winning because they're bad bees. Like, there's nothing about it. And the whole questioning, you know what, as Black women, I feel like we tend to, that's why I feel like we're so quick to downplay our success, to downplay our importance, to downplay our significance to the people around us, because everywhere we're getting told, oh, it's just because this, or oh, it's just because of that, or oh, you're not enough, or oh, you're not doing enough. I feel like just in general, we always are getting, shots thrown in our face, trying to tell us that we're less worth than what we are. And Meg is a classic example.
I think another one too is Lizzo.
Now, hold on. As a fellow big girl, let me talk about this. Saweetie, I don't know how to pronounce this name. She's cute, but I don't know how to pronounce her name. She took a big old bag of hot Cheetos, ramen, and other ingredients, and stuff, put them in a bag and ate them. And everybody's like, oh my God, so quirky, so cute, gotta try it. Lizzo could never. You know what? Lizzo's probably one of the strongest women in the industry right now, because the way that she takes hit,
the way she's attacked like every single day. Like, I think the other week she posted something about like her like bettering her body and like the juice
cleanse that she did.
Oh, now I already talked to Tali about this.
That made me mad.
So the thing about Lizzo and the juice cleanse that upset me was that, first of all, white women were trying to come for her. Yes, I said white women because that's who was coming for her on Twitter. I said what I said. They were trying to say, oh, you don't need to be promoting this. It's not healthy. People look up to you. First of all, whether people look up to her, it's not her fault. Yeah, she's a great role model for self-confidence, but that does not depend on the way that she looks physically. Her self-confidence is her self-confidence, period. Big, skinny, tall, long, whatever. So the fact that people were trying to come for her saying, don't do this, Lizzo's been doing this for mad long. If you follow her on TikTok, she's been talking about how she works out very often. She talks about how she does this stuff, not because of how people want her to look or how she wants her, for her health, which is all up to her. Like, so the fact that those same people who were saying, oh, Lizzo, and that she needs to lose weight because of her health, blah, 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 are the same people that are coming back and coming for her for doing a juice cleanse. It doesn't add up. Then you have people from the Black community even coming for sis. And I'm like, everybody needs to leave Lizzo alone. That's the thing about celebrity culture that upsets me the most. Like, yes, there are some people who deserve to be called up for the actions, aka the Kardashians. Don't even get me started on how it's so upsetting that their whole next generation is Black, except for Kourtney's kids. Anyways.
Are they really?
Yeah. The whole squad. I promise, Kourtney kids gonna be looking at their cousins like, damn, where y'all?
Wait, Kylie
Black kids. Chloe, Black kids.
Oh.
What's the other girl name? Kim, Black kids. The whole next generation is Black.
Wait, what's their brother name? Rob? Scott?
Rob, him too.
He has Black kids?
Oh, yeah. Black China.
Well, Black China.
Black. Biggity bliggity Black.
Oh, wow. We'll talk about that. Talk about that another day.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's honestly kind of scary because they're literally sat there and bred their children, but I digress. Back to Lizzo. The moral of the story is they need to leave sis alone because all she does is live her best life, big or not. She lives her best life. She twerks and she makes good music. Like, leave her alone.
The thing is though, like, if the fact that she's big though makes people mad, it makes them mad that she does that. Because if it was anybody else, people would be like, I bet you every man will follow her. Every straight man will follow her on Instagram. They'd be looking at her videos, watching her twerk, sharing it with their friends. But because she's big, it's a whole problem. And then she's a big Black woman, so it's an even bigger problem. Like, let her be. Not to mention,
most stuff from popular culture that people like to use did come from big Black women, but I digress. Big Black women and transgender Black women, but that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, it also is like this overall, like, even talking about like the music industry and TikTok, like that whole thing of like what people want to see or what we've been
conditioned to like
what I don't understand why. I don't know who started it. Well, we do know who started it, you know, like we live in a dominant white it's true, America, we're literally in a dominant white people where it's like the skinny blonde white female, and that's what it is. It's always been like that, and that's why I don't know, I just get really upset because I need that representation in my life, and I'll always say this again. So when it's good representation, whether it's for me or for someone else that's in a minority group or a marginalized group, best believe I'm gonna uplift them, because no one else will, and you can tell no one else is, because you have not, and it's terrible, because not only do you have the white people and the white woman and the white man like trashing down Lizzo or trashing down Meg, but then you go to like our own Black community, which is like, we don't do this. We're not supposed to do this. Like we've been put down so much that it hurts when it's coming from your own. Like it shouldn't ever be like that. So I just need people to stop, because I'm trying to uplift everyone as I go up. So
not to mention, when you mentioned the Black community, you know, it's so sad, but you know who the first demographic on my mind was? Black men. And let's talk about their role in popular culture. Okay?
I feel like when it comes to Black men and Black women, there is such a double standard.
Double standard.
Like, it's like a Black man can do something and then he'll get like a slap on the wrist and he'll be fine. Like the next, he's fine. Then he'll make an album and then he's gonna make money, make shows, whatever. Flash his jewelry, his wealth, whatever. Like he should. It's you work for that. And then let a Black woman do something just a little tiny bit controversial, showing her body, wearing something a little too revealing. Like, remember when Lizzo wore something to a basketball game, and I remember it was in the news for the longest time, and people were trying to end her career.
Rihanna wore the same thing.
Like, it's such a double standard, and it pisses me off so much.
And I hate to say it, because I have Black male friends, and I talk about this all the time, and it's always like a constant struggle and a constant argument. But there is like a division. There is something going on, like
especially at PWIs.
Yeah, especially that's like, this podcast is just gonna have so many episodes dedicated to all these little things, because it's truly like some of these double standards. When I think of like Black men, I'm raised in a family where my dad is Black and my mom is Black, and all I've seen from them is the uplift and the uttermost respect to each other. So when I come out of that house and I see like Black men putting down Black women putting down Black men, I'm like, hold up, this isn't it. This isn't what I was raised with. This isn't how we're supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, if we're really thinking about it, we're all we got. I hate to say it, but we're all we got.
We are, and that's just on period.
Like, you trace it back to like history, you trace it back to like slavery, and before slavery, Black women and Black men were the only people who had each other. Like, y'all are the only people who know what we've been through. So the fact that a lot of the times we're having these conversations where, and Black women are constantly saying this, and for some reason it's not
clicking. It's not clicking at all.
There's no clicking. And this isn't to say it's all Black men. We don't put down Black men, but we're just saying, like, in general, it tends to be that when Black women are asking for help or are reaching out for those Black men around us, we don't get that same support. And you see it in PWIs. That's a whole different conversation. You see it in PWIs where I could be ready to fight for the Black men.
Talk about it.
And then when it comes to me,
silence. You know what? And I would almost argue that it's not even a topic for another day, because this is popular culture. If we're talking about popular culture, yeah, we're talking about the general popular culture of society, but within the Black community, this division has become something that has soared and has become it's essentially a part of our culture. Like the whole ready to stand up for, that was a real hard lesson I had to learn at St. George's. Real hard.
I think it was it last year when that, I'm not trying to pinpoint any person.
I think I know
when that situation happened.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Yep. I remember.
And it was just like, it just mind blown me, because I was like, that's crazy, because I was willing, like, I was ready to argue with you, like put my scholarship, put my academics on the line for you, and you would have never batted an eye if it was me. And that's just, and I'm not telling you to do that, like, because you don't know me or anything, or like you don't know, like, we're not that close, but I'm just saying, if a certain situation came up where I needed to depend on someone, I would hope you're in my corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know.
Ain't nobody's asking for a love and basketball situation.
Right.
That's the
we're
thing.
not asking you to fall in love and whatever, but like
We need it.
a little common respect and courtesy
Right.
would be
Yo,
nice.
one of the most ignorant things I've ever heard at that school from one of the members of the community we're talking about, I will not say black men, I'll just say one of the members, is that I don't understand why I need to have your back. Is it just because we're all black? I mean, yeah. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say. Yes.
If you're not gonna have my back, who gonna have my back? Who? Like, who is it? Who? And that's just like, it just sucks because it's like that quote. Like, I don't know how we'll ever stop saying it, but it just sucks when you have to continuously say it. The most disrespected woman, the most disrespected person in the entire world, I'm calling it, is a black woman. And it's just really sad that black women will voice their opinions, will voice what they need, whether it's in the music industry, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's in business, whether it's in science, and we're still not listened to. Like, what do we have to do? Because I don't know anymore.
Her skin and get a different wig, apparently, because it's really. And the thing that is so sad about it is just like, when you think about it, first of all, women. Okay, black women are left out of modern day feminism. We're left out of modern day activism by the black community. We're left out by general society. And then let's get into the workplace. We're already a woman. We're getting sexually harassed. Then we get racial slurs thrown on top of that. Like, I remember one time when I went to SDLC, Student Diversity Leadership Conference, and we were just talking about how the impact of what it means to be a double minority and like intersectionality. And it's just sad because it's like, okay, how are you not seeing how this is affecting? And like, I don't understand the whole disrespecting black women when you came from a black woman.
A black woman. Oh my God, that has never sat right with me, and that will never sit right.
Never sit right with me because it's just
I don't care what year we are, where we are. For you to disrespect me or any other black woman, when you came out from your mother, your black mother,
the reason you're here on this earth,
the reason you're here on this earth, whether or not she was a good mother, like I don't even care. For you to disrespect me is beyond. It's just beyond my imagination.
It's beyond comprehension, to be honest.
Beyond.
It's gotten to a point where, especially like now that I'm in college, like, yes, it's been a semester online, but there's still so much that I've learned. Like, first of all, in the middle of the pandemic, not having a graduation, not having any of the stuff that I was supposed to have my spring semester of senior year, then starting college online, orientation, gone, moving in, gone, meeting my roommate the first semester, gone, like so much stuff gone. Like, it's just taught me that, like, at this point where I'm at in my life, I'm not about to fight for you to be in my life. I'm not about to fight for you to be a part of me and a part of everything that I have to give. I am, in my opinion, I'm a great friend. Yes, I said it. I don't care. And if you don't want to benefit from that in a mutual beneficial relationship, then get out. I really don't need it. And that goes not just for men, women, children, all of that, dogs. If you're biting me, get out of my face. Like, there's no reason for me to fight for you to be in my life. And that's a hard lesson that I have. I think the thing about black women right now is that we believe so much that people can change. And I hate to be a pessimist, but it's looking very slow for change. Very slow.
I'm an optimist. We're gonna have hope.
Good luck. Shoot, when they get their mind, you call me. If you got the reference, LOL.
Not everyone, and like, as much as we talk about, all the bad things they're doing, it's not like I'm not gonna sit here and be like a separate one, because I've had some not ride or die black men, like ride or die, but I've had some very good black men by my side, and I'm not privileged, but I'm lucky to have them in my life where I know if something happens, I can depend on them. So, I mean, it's not all of them.
I'm happy for you for having that.
We just wish it was more. We want more.
It's just not enough.
I wish it was
not enough.
I wish I had more black men support beyond my father. I do. But it is what it is. Maybe, haven't got on campus yet. I'll be going soon. So we're going to see how things turn out.
Okay. You got to keep us updated on that.
Child, I don't even know if I'm gonna have my phone. Like the way I'm literally locking that thing in a box and experiencing life. Because we
As
get
you should.
As you should.
a week before school starts, so be living my best life.
But I mean, that's really. I mean, anybody else got anything to say?
I was finna get into Lori Harvey. Let's talk about my sis, my good sis.
Okay.
Because the way that Lori Harvey has sat there and bagged dime upon dime.
Is this still music? I feel like this is
pop culture.
This is pop culture.
This is pop culture.
I'm just asking.
And Future's involved, and he apparently.
I was gonna say he's a part of the music industry. So I recently saw a tweet, a post that tried to compare what Lori Harvey or saying how is Lori Harvey getting praised for doing the same thing the Future does. First of all, the first problem with that is Lori Harvey's not a misogynist. She doesn't have 17,000 different kids running around here. She's in her 20s, living her best life in her 20s as she should. Okay? Do you see her repertoire? Trey Songz, Diddy, and one of the kids. Come on. Like, you're not touching her. And the fact that people
Jordan, I mean,
there's that
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Please. Sis deserves her flowers, her crown, her everything. Like, and the fact that people try to sit there and compare her. No. I told somebody, the person I was arguing or having a discussion with, I was like, the reason that Black women or people in general are praising Harvey is because it's not very often you see Black women getting loved on by Black men as much as she does. I mean, sis really has some of the best crowns in the crown case. Like, the fact that she's sitting here being so openly loved, and we can talk about colorism, but that's another story.
Also, she's just, I think my thing is, like, when I look at, like, Lori, all I see is her living her best life.
Living her best life as the bad girl.
But then I realized, oh, she's a Black woman, so she's gonna get hate on anyways, because anytime a Black woman is living her best life, someone's got to ruin it. Like, it's the truth.
She's maybe not ruin it, but somebody gotta say something.
Somebody gotta say something, because at the end of the day, we don't want to see Black women win. That's what they don't want to. I think like Marsai Martin, who I'm like inspired by, like,
so jealous of that girl.
She's doing amazing things. She posted on her Instagram like this TikTok of, you know, that song where it's like Lashana and Linda and Keisha and all that stuff. Yeah. But she did it with her trophies. Yep, and then somebody was like, I don't know, somebody in the comments was like you didn't even finish, you didn't even like name, you didn't even use all the names. And she had to clap back and be like, first of all, that wasn't even all my trophies. But the fact that she had to do that, like, Black women can't celebrate them being in love, living their best life.
Mind you, not even to mention the fact the girl is in her 20s. The 20s is supposed to be the best. I mean, not the best, but you're supposed to live your life, live wild, live free in your 20s. So adding that on to the fact that she's just doing what she's a rich, you know what? My favorite aesthetic is Black girls in luxury.
That's right.
She is the blueprint. Like, she's rich and she's living her best life. Leave her alone.
Her best life. She's not worried about anybody. Why are we so worried about everybody else? Worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself. That's the message for today. I need everybody to worry about themselves, because these fingers on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, they're doing a lot of damage, and I need y'all to stop. Because it's.
Yeah, but I know I said this before, but this double standard, like, a Black man could do that. You could talk about any rapper, honestly. Any rapper, mostly what they rap about is getting girl after girl, what they doing in their bed, money, jewelry, all this stuff, drugs, guns.
Causes all this commotion.
Right. It's like, it's such a double standard. Like, let a Black woman go and own her sexuality. It's a problem. It's a problem for everybody. But then,
you know who's the number one champion of being problematic when it comes to stuff like this? T.I. Now, hear me out, because the way that when I was, first of all, like I said, I'm from Atlanta. I grew up watching this man grow into the fine man that he still is. But the whole hymen checking of his daughter, the whole having this and that and the fourth to say
about a whole segment business dedicated to Black women. A whole year, matter of fact, because it's needed. Y'all gonna give us the respect we deserve.
Period. I sound like
y'all just gonna give us the respect we deserve, because a lot of the things that have been going on have been foul beyond my imagination. Carla, that's my big word of the day, imagination. I couldn't think of
imagination. I thought you were gonna say
me
foul.
too. I really thought sis was gonna say foul. She's talking about some imagination.
No, that's my big word, because it's way too big. Like, y'all imaginations are way too big for me, for y'all to just be disrespecting people, be disrespecting Black women. And in pop culture, you literally see it everywhere. Open a book. Open Instagram. Open Instagram in 2 seconds, a Black woman is being disrespected. I see it through my timeline all the time. And it's so annoying, because it's like, I'm a Black woman. I live in this world. I would like to be respected, and I would like everybody that comes before me and after me to be respected as well. Because we don't deserve whatever treatment this is. I don't know who picked the lottery tickets. I don't know how we ended up at the bottom, but I'm gonna need y'all to stop, because it's really just infuriating.
I don't know how we ended up at the bottom. Like, it's really beyond me. And I was thinking about something while we were just talking, like, about the double standard. Now, I still consider this pop culture, but the whole double standard when it comes to Black men dating white women or white people versus Black women doing the same thing. The way the Dr. Umar physicists come out for saying, "Oh, you still need to be doing." Did I say Dr. Omar?
No, you said Umar.
I was gonna say, but the whole like, "Oh, she needs to be sticking to her race. She's a traitor." Blah blah blah. The whole issue, my issue with the Black community and interracial relationships is, once again, mind your own business. Like, Black men who have so much to say about why they don't date Black women, nobody asked. Date and move on. Somebody hurt you in your past and you're taking it out on a whole demographic of people. Then you have all the people who are like, oh, and even then, Black women bashing Black men for, oh, why you don't do this, why you don't do that. Just everybody mind your own business. That's the problem. Nobody's minding their own business, and that's how things blow up. That's all I had to say on that.
I know this is like completely left, but me and Carla talk about this a lot, and she's gonna get really mad at me. But y'all, it's pop culture related. Cancel culture.
Let's talk about it.
No, because Carla's gonna get mad at me because, okay, I fully support cancel culture.
Why am I getting mad?
No, because we had this conversation and I was like, I fully support cancel culture. Like, oh. No, because I do. No, because, but let me explain. Let me explain.
Go ahead.
Let me explain. Like, when the Megan Tory thing happened, he was canceled. I don't care what you said. He was canceled to me. I went to my Spotify. I went to my Twitter. I went to my Instagram. I blocked him. I didn't listen to any of his songs, not even the songs he's featured on. And some of those features be good. Like, I don't listen to Tory at all. Like, you won't catch me listening to Tory. And then, like, some of the stuff with, like, when, like, pop stars are, like, getting big and then somebody finds, like, a racist tweet or, like, a racist thing. Everybody's like, cancel them for a day. And then we're good. I don't do that. Like, I get it, there's like a separate like the artist from the music type of thing, but I don't do that because, one, you did it before you were famous and you knew what was right and wrong before then. I get it. An apology is great. We're learning and stuff, but sometimes some people just got to be canceled. We just can't be giving them all this privilege and power, especially when our generation is so in tune with pop culture. We're so in tune with everything that famous people are doing that sometimes you just got to cancel people so the next person doesn't do it. So we don't give them that privilege. And maybe that's just my cancel culture, and maybe it's different from society. But when I cancel someone, you're canceled. You're just canceled. Because I don't have time for you to be ignorant, for you to be racist, and for you to be disrespectful. That's my cancel culture.
Now, with that being said, you already said I'm a person who lives, breathes, eats music. I will not listen to anything new. I will not do none of that. Most of the time I don't even follow celebrities on these different platforms because y'all don't be doing nothing but promoting stuff and being cute. Like, no. I can see that on TikTok. But when, for example, everything that happened with Megan Torrey, did I listen to his new album? No, I didn't follow him on anywhere, so that was never a problem. But Chicks Tape 5, I genuinely, with my whole heart and soul, cannot let the album go. And
I don't
here's
listen
the
to
thing.
anything.
Like I understand that the problem with saying that you could separate the artist from the music is that you're still contributing to the artist's pockets. But my little 5 cent a listen, okay, sorry, it's not really doing that much. It's for me to have endorphins going through my ears when I hear his voice on that track. Like, it's just, and like the whole thing with cancel culture is, I agree. The only reason I don't believe in cancel culture is because most people are the cancel for a day and keep it pushing. Camila Cabello, never listened to her. The minute she came out with issues, it was no problem to never listen to her continuously. Like, that was no problem for me. Who was another one? Daniel Caesar. He said, y'all cancel me. My buddy, I'm not doing that. Your voice is gold. I'm not doing that. But I can see, my thing is, I'm a little biased when it comes to cancel culture. Like, if it's somebody who said the N-word or something in their past, or just like, for example, the whole Shane Dawson thing. Let's go. I was never watching you anyway. Like, the people, I'm going to keep it a buck. When it comes to white people being canceled, that's no problem. That's no problem. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. You know, go ahead, get cancel. But when it comes to stuff that I've already like invested my ears into, like if Miley Cyrus ever gets canceled, y'all know I'm going through a heartbreak because that's my.
Me too. Wait, I love it too.
That's my girl.
Like, I get it. Like, I get it. It's just like, I'm just so like, I just figure it out for myself. And then I decide for myself if I want to cancel them or not, because
you mind your business.
Yeah, I just should do. Exactly. Like we just been saying this whole podcast.
All right, but the thing for me about cancel culture is that I don't care for apologies. I don't think apologies are sufficient enough because apologies always come after the fact that you get caught. Nobody's apologizing before they get caught for doing something or acknowledging their past. I don't care for apologies. What I care for is proof of like growth of whatever, because I get it. Like, I've been ignorant in the past too. I've said things. That doesn't mean I'm a terrible person because I've grown. I know better now. And I don't think that's always an excuse, because I think that at some point some people know better. But if you're not showing me that you know better, then I don't care. And that's where I will support cancel culture. Like, if you just don't care and you're blatantly out here being racist, being homophobic or whatever, and you just don't care, then you have no business on my phone, on my screen, on my mind, or anything. But if it's somebody who I guess like has proven that they're, you know, giving the steps, and that's the thing about cancel culture is that sometimes, not all the time, but like it doesn't allow people that space to show their growth or to, you know, to grow even. Because it's like, because we know people automatically get defensive.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
You hear your name in the media, and automatically you're gonna be like, I need to defend myself. I need to defend my honor. Like,
it's a human trait. No, like I get that. Like I'm not saying like I'm not gonna give you a second chance. I'm just saying like as of right now, you're canceled to me. I will not like that 5 cents Cassandra was talking about. Yeah, but as of right now, you're not getting my 5 cents at all. Cause I'm just so disgusted by you. Like I think it's just like that mentality I have. Like when people leave my life, or when like people do things that are wrong in my life, my immediate reaction is to block you. And I block very fast. Like I'm a blocker. I block.
Period. More people need to be blockers.
Yeah, I'm a blocker. I just block people because you're not contributing to my life, and I'm not going to give you that 5 cents of my time. I'm not going to give you that 5 seconds of my time. So it's just like in the music industry, or even in like pop culture entertainment industry, you have a platform. Whether it's like 10 people or 1 million people, that platform is big. And I won't be a part of that platform that allows you to ridicule Black women, to shoot them in the foot, and then go write a diss song about how you shot them in the foot. Like, I'm not gonna be a part of that. I'm not.
When it comes to like new music from these people, like for example, somebody else who got canceled, I haven't listened to something new of theirs since Sabrina Claudio. The girl's voice is like an angel, but I've not listened to not one new thing she has. But irrelevant. She was just another one of the Hispanics saying N-word. What's new? But When it comes to like new stuff, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But Tory Lanez has a song called "We Can" with Cranium. I'm not.
It's a
letting
good
that
song.
go.
I've had to skip
Like,
it about
it's a
5
good
times.
song. All the work he did on Chicks Take 5 with the Trey Songz track, the Chris Brown track, no. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm not letting it go. But at the same time, like, in terms of cancel culture, I don't really care if people think I'm a coon, a sellout, blah, blah, blah. I don't care because I'm listening to it, not you. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
That's true.
That's the mantra. Mind your business. Like, and I understand, you're still contributing, but I think cancel culture is just so. I think it's it's a side effect of something bigger. Now, what that bigger is, don't know yet, but I think it's something that's so fleeting, especially because so many people don't take it seriously. I can't remember, like, people get cultured every other day. How the hell am I supposed to keep up? So, for example, Doja Cat, I'm not canceling my girl. I'm not canceling her. Ever.
I knew this was gonna come up.
She was canceled to me.
Canceling Doja
I knew
Cat.
that was gonna come
Girl
up.
eats up every single verse that she's on. I'm not doing that. Period. Okay, who's somebody
I'm
else?
gonna be mad, but I don't really listen to it like that.
Summer Walker, the girl is bonkers. Talking about food stamps. Girl, shut up. You don't even know what food stamps are. You don't have to touch them with your current capita. But if you think I'm letting go of over it, you're crazy. Tonight.
No, we don't know, Cassandra.
No,
we're not gonna
no,
sing
no.
on the podcast.
Okay, but like, all right. Another thing. I know this isn't technically pop culture, but like, it's too
Is
relevant.
anything we talked about today pop culture?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Don't do
but
us.
like, this pertains to that in a way about like influence that people have. I know we had a little predicament with a person that was apparently our president for 4 years. I don't know.
Why did I think you were
But-
talking about me? In
No.
that?
Mm-mm.
Never mind, girl.
No,
Never
but
mind.
okay. So we all know what happened recently with the whole the domestic terrorism that happened at the Capitol.
We'll talk about that in 2 weeks.
His Twitter and stuff like that.
How you get
but-
banned from a search engine?
Google and
Google
Pinterest.
banned him.
How you get banned from
I
Pinterest?
got
Anyway,
banned from Pinterest. Like Pinterest.
But okay, obviously he has influence. Like, he was the president of the United States. He had influence for his little supporters or whatever. And for him to be like, "Oh, I didn't directly tell them to do that." Well, you have influence. You have a platform. You should have known what you were saying was gonna incite
You know what he
something.
was doing?
Like,
He always knows
and-
what he's doing.
and that's the,
Well,
that's
Trump
only
was
an example
canceled since
though.
day one, so it's fine. It's fine with me. He's been canceled since day one. I
Period.
didn't.
But
Who?
that's only an example. 45.
Oh,
They're-
you know what? It was so sad.
Minus 2. 45 minus 2, because he got impeached twice.
Hmm.
43.
The sad thing is, when I was younger, I used to love me some Celebrity Apprentice. Did I know who he was? No. Have y'all ever seen Celebrity Apprentice?
The Apprentice.
It's a show where a
have.
bunch of celebrities go. It was Trump's show, and you go on the show, and you have to prove yourself to be a business owner, or he fires you, or he invests in you.
Trump has a show.
he had
It's
one.
old. It's old. That's why I'm saying, like, when I was
Yeah.
growing up, it's old. And like, did I know who he was back then? No. That's something I'll cancel. I won't watch another episode
You
again.
won't watch Celebrity Apprentice?
No, even though it's a good show.
I can't watch Home Alone 2 the same way either.
Mm,
Had to ruin that.
yeah.
Had to ruin that for me. All right, but okay, we talked about a lot of
We
passionate.
will end on a wonderful, good
We
note.
need to end on a good note.
Zendaya.
Okay?
Yes, we're ending
Let's
our
talk about how my sis went from Rocky on Shake It Up.
Shake it up.
She has a film with Denzel's son. Okay, the girl is growing up. Her career is skyrocketing, and the thing that I love about her that sets her apart from all the other two light-skinned girls that continuously get casted. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Who's the other one?
Amanda's
Amanda Riddick.
Don't forget the law.
Amandla
And Yara.
and Yara.
Yara share a
Oh, right,
birthday.
right,
And
right.
the thing about Zendaya is she'll never take her. I'm not saying the other two have, but she makes it very, very.
It makes it very clear that she'll never take
never
a
take a role from a dark skinned woman.
dark-skinned woman ever.
And you know what? The thing about her, she's similar to Meg. Everybody loves sis. Everybody loves sis. And I I'm so happy to see her grow, finally getting out of a role where the girl don't have to play somebody in high school.
She got an Emmy, y'all.
An Emmy.
We grew up with her.
We grew up with her, and like that's the thing about her. It's just amazing because it's like, okay, you know, not a lot of Disney stars, but you know, most Disney stars have to have the full package: dance, sing, act.
Especially if you're Black.
Especially Coco Jones. When I found out about Coco Jones, I was shook.
But you know what? That's why I like her, because she said I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know about Coco Jones, guys, we'll talk about it next time. Because
all I know is I'm happy for sis. She's finally getting out of something where she don't have to wear no Converse. Like, she's not a high schooler no more. She's not.
They made her play high school for like 21 years.
Heavy on that. Like, and the fact that, like, for other shows like Riverdale that still have people playing high school and they're about 25, let it go. I want to see some shows about college. Dang. I'm tired of watching high school shows. So I'm very happy for sis. You know, she got her little role with that Foyne man.
It's coming out on Netflix. You know, last time we talked about watching shows that benefit the Black community and marginalized communities. So, you know, have a night off. Watch Zendaya, because we need
All American comes back today too.
Yeah, that's true. All American comes back today. We told y'all about that on the last episode. You know, we gotta uplift Black people. Uplift them. But yeah, that's all we got for today's episode. Kasamba, thank you for coming. This was one of the funniest ones we've ever done. But on a serious
I feel like a lot of people won't understand a thing we said or a thing we talked about today in this episode, but I'm happy with it.
But like key points though, just like in pop culture in general, I think we said this a lot, but just mind your business. Like, we don't need
mind your business.
Don't need to attack any particular person because of their skin color, their gender, their weight, their body type. We don't need to do that in pop culture to thrive. We are wonderful and talented people, and we all bring something to the table. And I think the moment we all accept that, this is gonna sound cheesy, but the world would be it would be such a better place if we just all accepted everyone. The table is big enough. It's big enough. Like, it really is. It's just big enough. So maybe you didn't understand the references that were thrown out today. And maybe that's because you need to do a little bit more research, because you're
living under a rock.
You're living under a rock. But this is things that
happen on the right side of TikTok.
You're not on the right side of TikTok. You're not on the right side of pop culture. And you need to get there, because these are real things that are happening. And as much as I hate to say it affects a generation, it affects my generation, and it affects the people that are coming after us. So like we always say in this podcast, do your research. If you don't know something, ask. And if you don't know, then that's really a bad thing. You should know. You should know. You should know the world we live in. You should know the people you're listening to. You should know their actions, who you're following, and all of that stuff, because that's important.
So subscribe to my YouTube.
And subscribe to
Kasamba, take this moment to plug yourself. Give your social
media. Like I said, I will be coming out with my first video this Sunday. It's going to be a move-in vlog. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Kasamba, Kasamba, Amiri, Amiri. And y'all are going to love it, because y'all love me.
That's right.
If you want her social media, we'll put them.
We'll tag her on Instagram. If you guys do not follow her
podcast on Instagram.
Yes, you must follow that. We got some special stuff coming up, and you never know. You don't want to miss out on the details.
We do though.
But yeah, thank you so much, Kasamba, for coming.
I had so much fun. I miss you guys.
Please come back.
This was so fun.
Of course I will. Y'all know I love to talk my mouth off. I will come up here and do it all over again. Just ask me.
We should have a debate next time you come here. I don't know about what.
Okay.
But let's do something.
We'll figure it out. We got you. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I know this particular episode was a lot to tune in, but like I said before, just take into consideration everything you listen to, everything you watch, and who you're subscribing to and following, because a lot of these people have such a big impact on the world, and at the end of the day, they're all humans and stuff. But unto brighter things and better things. February is coming up, y'all, and it's not even about Valentine's Day because I love me some Valentine's Day, but it is Black History Month, my favorite time of the year, other than my birthday and occasional Thanksgiving, once in a while. But it's Black History Month, and while we deserve a whole year off, a whole year to celebrate our greatness, our Blackness, we get a month. So we're gonna make this time of the month really special. Let them know, Carla.
Okay, this is so exciting, and it's gonna be a lot, but we are so excited to do this because Black History Month is so special. Row, please. We will be coming out with a new episode of Popping the Bubble every week. Every week, not every other week, but every week in February. And we're going to try to get a special guest for each and every one of those episodes. We're so excited to... this is so exciting, and we want to make it really...
So excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
So excited. You know that TikTok? Tali doesn't.
No, I don't. Though. Here we go again. But yeah, that means 4 new episodes are about to come out. And we are on our 7th episode. We have made 7 episodes. This is the 7th one. Crazy. So I just suggest, if you haven't listened to all 7, there's 7 days in a week. You can break it down for each day. We might have a Pop in the Bubble week. Who knows? Because that's where we're at right now. You got 7 episodes. Stretch them out Monday through Sunday. Right in time for February.
As you should. We love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I'm Tali.
I'm Carla.
And that's on Popping the Bubble.